Everybody wants to do muscle ups nowadays, but before you actually work towards the muscle up, you need to ask yourself, what do you actually want to do it for? You don't just want to get above the bar. Usually, if you want to do muscle ups, you want to exercise your chest, your back, your arms. You want to build strength and you want to build muscle. So you need to keep that in mind, because it's not just about getting above the bar, it's about doing it with a purpose. Because a lot of people, kick very hard as if they were only trying to get above the bar. I'm going to show you an example of a gymnastics kick, which is a very extreme example of how to get over the bar with little effect on the muscles that you actually want to work during a muscle up. So this is an extreme example of what you don't want to do. If you want to do a proper muscle up, basics. You need to do pull-ups and dips. All the other exercises are great too, but especially pull-ups and straight bar dips are gonna get you there. Work on these basics, build up strength until you really master. You don't just want to be able to do 10 pull-ups. You really want to master the pull-up. You want to control pull-ups and you want to control dips in every step of the motion. Once you can do a lot of pull-ups and dips, that's when you want to start working towards explosive pull-ups. You don't just want to get your chin above the bar, you want to get really high. Get your chest to the bar or get even higher. Because if you think about it, if you build up enough strength and you actually get really high, you're almost there. You don't need a lot of fancy tricks or fancy techniques. You're almost above the bar. So try to get as many pull-ups as high as you can. Now there are still people who can do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of dips, have explosive pull-ups, but they still can't get above the bar. Why? Well, there is a little motion involved that differs from the standard pull-up. If you do a pull-up, as the name says, you pull up. So you just, go to the bar. When you do a muscle-up, you want to pass the bar, so instead of just pulling up, you will have to pull around the bar. That's why at the beginning it's helpful to have a little swinging motion, because when you're moving backwards swinging, you can pull towards the bar and then on top of the bar, instead of just doing it from the dead hang and banging against the bar. Once you get really good, you will actually be able to do a proper muscle up from the dead hang. But if you are learning the technique, start swinging a little, and while you're swinging back, pull yourself towards the bar and then push up or dip up. While a false grip is not necessary, it can be helpful. What this means is that instead of grabbing the bar like this, you grab the bar putting your wrists on top of the bar, so that when you transfer, you already have the right position to just push and finish the dip portion of the muscle up. If you're just learning the muscle up, then kicking with your feet and going one arm after the other will be helpful because it makes it easier. But those are things that you don't want to make a habit of. Clean those things up as soon as you can. If it helps you to get on top of the bar and learning the motion of the muscle up, alright. But don't make it a habit. As soon as you can, try to build up the strength so that you don't have to rely on these techniques. One of the most powerful exercises you can do to build up strength for muscle up is doing negative or reverse muscle ups. What you want to do is get on top of the bar in the top dip position. Use assistance, climb up, do a swing up, just get on top of the bar somehow, and then lower yourself down and then transfer into a negative pull-up. So you want to do the exact same motion backwards, and you can actually do this for reps. This is going to work the exact same muscle groups as you work in a regular muscle up, but since you do the reverse motion, it will be easier. So even if you can't do a single muscle up, you will still be able to do a few of these. Once you did all these steps, it's just a matter of practice and building up strength. So keep working on your basics. Never hesitate to actually go back and do easier variations, because the better you become at these basics, the more the quality of your muscle ups will increase and the more you'll benefit in the long run.